Yes, sir. Welcome to the session.
And we are live.
What it do? Y'all already know. Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs.
It's the one and only Jzabel DaTruth. We live.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the session. Yeah. We are great. Yeah, we missed you too. Last week, everyone was like, what's going on? Where are we at? And I was like, we outside.
I wish. So how was y'all weekend?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. My weekend was another blower weekend. The DMV has yet to discuss me yet again. And I gotta tell y'all, like, I'm kind of like ready to start using the words I hate y'all. Like, I'm getting so sick and tired now. This is the third week in a row that I've gotten a call that someone in the DMV has chosen to take one of my friends' life. So you know what? F the DMV, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I don't know what is it going to take to get back to normality or people stop losing their mind. But where is the respect, the value, the precious life that we keep taking? Where's the respect for these things anymore? Seems like the whole world going crazy. So when I got that news Saturday morning, I kind of been out of it since all weekend. It's been like I kind of slept the whole weekend away. And I'm just upset with it.
Well, aren't you glad you're not up here?
I am. Although sometimes I think that if I was there, I would be able to do something. You know, I would be able to be actively doing something to help stop it. I feel like I'm missing it all and not able to help do anything about it. It's kind of more hurting than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I'm just so tired of getting that type of news. You know what I'm saying? It's like every week now. We ain't getting no breaks. No breaks, man.
That's true.
No
Jamie,
breaks.
How was your weekend?
Mine's all right.
Mine's all right. Straight to the point. It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Well, you guys, we got a great show coming up. So much to discuss. We're going to talk about progress in the DMV, y'all. We got Boosie and his daughter. Does body count matter? I think that's going to be a good one. Also, angry black women or angry black woman arrested in Dubai. And you guys, let's see what else we got. We're going to talk more.
Hey, listen, an angry black woman arrested in Dubai definitely sounds like interesting.
Oh, yeah, that and more definitely coming up. So this past weekend, I want to start with progress in the DMV. I was so happy, just very elated to see on my timeline that more DMV artists were featured in the Broccoli City Festival.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
I'm happy about it. You know what? Okay, I'll make a confession. It wasn't until this weekend that I didn't know the broccoli thing was our thing, was a DC thing, was a DMV thing. Yeah. Until I seen that it was ran by Made in the DMV.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious how they put two stages and put all the other DMV artists on the smaller stage while the other artists were performing on the big stage. Thought that was hilarious.
Tell me more about that.
Yes, because I wasn't able to make it out this weekend. So, yeah.
Oh, so y'all didn't know it was two stages?
It's a city stage, and then there's a main stage.
Right. And so the same time, whoever you got, Ice Spice, and you know what I'm saying, like the big artists performing, you got your local DMV artists performing at the same time. So what stage do you think people really went to?
I don't like that. That's so DMV.
I like that because that's tug of war with the fans. Like now you see who really came to see you, because if they came to see you, they wouldn't walk over there to see the bigger artists, right? So let's see your fan base. Okay.
But we already know DMV artists don't have fan base. None of them.
That's what I'm saying. So what that prove?
So if they're supposed to be putting them on and putting on DMV artists to the world, why put them on a baby stage, hidden away from the real people?
They did not hit the
Well,
main stage.
I really don't think that the lineup was like that. But don't get me wrong. I'm gonna pull it up in
Keke
1
Palmer
second.
threw 10,000.
Huh?
Palmer had the money machine. Keke Palmer threw 10,000. She had the money machine, put all the money in the machine, and you know the money gun, and shot out 10,000. So shout out Keke Palmer.
Okay.
Well,
So
congratulations.
I feel like a few of the times overlap. Let me just show y'all the schedule that they posted.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to know now that they make DMV artists perform on a little stage.
And then they put the go-go bands on the other stage too.
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
So these kind of were the times, like 3 o'clock to 3:20. I mean, yeah.
Break them down for me. Break them down for me because I can't really see like that. Break them down for me.
Oh shoot, let me.
Wear glasses.
No, I don't wear glasses. I don't wear glasses. Don't do that to me.
All right.
Can you see now?
Mm.
All right. So at 3
okay,
o'clock,
yes, I can see.
3 o'clock to 3:20, it was finesse 2 times, and then from 2:30 to 2:55, it was reaction. So TLB's time did overlap with 2 of like finesse 2 times and Saucy Santana. So,
bruh, this was the lineup.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought you said DMV artists performed.
Exactly what I'm saying to you.
Well, there were a few DMV artists like Brent, Fat Trail.
Brent Fires don't count. Fat Trail don't count either.
Taylor Avante, she's from the DMV. Okay. And Katie Skywalker, who's not listed on here, he did get a chance.
Oh my goodness. I see this. The Broccoli stage and the City stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So the Broccoli stage was the main stage, and then the City stage. But see, that's not true because they got Lola Brooke, that's Dior. Who else?
Yeah, but where they at? Where Lola Brooke performed on the City stage? They carried her like that?
Is that really occurring?
Yeah, look, listen. So think about it like this, right? You know how BET has the BET show and there's that pre-show, right?
The red carpet and then the BET Awards. That's what it's like. So
every time I watch the performances before the BET Awards, I always feel like they did them like, all right, cool, here you go. I always wonder what was the real catch with that. But when I look at this Broccoli City thing, I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking that these other slots, the city stage, it could be done for 2 reasons: to appease the city, and give them, like you said, an opportunity to just be there, says how they wouldn't have been there any other way, or you're putting people in their tears. You're saying to people, this is what it is. But to feature mostly go-go bands on that stage, it says even more about it. I am curious to know why Lola Brooks would be on the city stage if that's for the city people, but it seems to be that the city stage is for the artists that they've deemed not big enough for the big stage.
Well, for me, I think I would have been at the city stage for the go-go bands outside of trying to see maybe Saucy Santana.
I knew you was gonna say that.
And finesse 2 times, I
would have.
Yeah, I would have came back for Ice. Because that's around the time where Backyard is going off.
Okay.
So they went off at 6:15. Ice Spice started at 6:25. That would have gave me 10 minutes to run over there to get to see her. City Girls, Jasmine Sullivan, and Uzi at the end. I definitely would have been there for the Saucy.
Now, how close were these stages? Does anybody know that? This is how a lot of festivals are going now, multiple stages. Roller Loud had multiple stages as well.
I mean, so they had it like that at the One Music Festival in Atlanta last year. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the 2 stages, but you know what stage to be at.
Well, I mean, I'm just happy to see that at least we have 4 to 5 DMV artists on the lineup or performing at Broccoli City Festival, as opposed to 1 or 2. I think that's a huge progress over the past years, because at one point, I think they didn't even have not one DMV artists up there. So shout out to Broccoli City Festival, made in the DMV, for definitely showing more love to the city. I think
Hey,
that was
they need to send me. I need to be on that stage next year, man.
dope.
Y'all
Well,
playing?
she posted, and you gotta be so careful with.
Yeah, no, I literally just found out like 2 days ago and just got in their line. Like, I didn't know that y'all did this. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, so they had posted the I guess the whoever wanted, if you wanted to perform, what you needed to do to go
A
about.
showcase. It was a showcase type feel, right?
Yep.
Contest.
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't get the. Did you get the go, J Money?
Nah.
Okay.
And money doesn't do those type of events anymore.
I was like, do you got? I mean, but why not?
I mean, I could have
So
went because
that's a good question that I have. If you are an artist, why wouldn't you want this opportunity?
it's not an opportunity if they're telling you to pay to perform.
Right.
You said what?
It's simple. It's not an opportunity if they're telling you to pay to perform. That's crazy.
Pay to perform in front of thousands of people is not an opportunity?
No.
Why not?
You think it is?
No, I'm asking you. You're the artist. And then I'll
Right,
answer.
that's what I'm saying. It's not an opportunity. That's not an opportunity. That's spending money.
Well, see, the thing is this, right? Let me rebuttal because I agree, I disagree, and I agree. The part that's not worth it, I'm not paying to do a showcase to see if I'm good enough to do the show.
Right.
Right. But if you're asking me to pay for a slot on the Broccoli stage or on the city stage, then I'm definitely going to, if it makes sense, put my bid in that hat.
I mean,
Well, what about this?
stage.
What about you perform, and if you win, this is what you need to pay to perform at the.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I would never in my life do that.
I think people who are not artists think that shit's okay.
But because what I'm
asking, it's about competition. See, to me, and this is going to go into the next topic, but to me, it's all about competition. So if you really think you're that good, if you think your music is that fire, why wouldn't you know that you're going to get this guaranteed spot without paying? Like, you're trying out, you're not paying to try out, you're trying out, and if you get that call back, then there's a slot you have to pay to get on the slot. Like,
I mean, because it's simple like this. If I do something in competition and I prove that I'm better than everyone, why do I have to pay to be there? You obviously should have me there. For two, if you're really in the business of putting together a festival, you're going to want the best artists on your festival. You're going to want the best lineup. You're going to have the people already reached out to. To me, when I see a showcase put together to say, we're going to do this to try to see who deserves a shot. And if you win, you get a chance. All of you guys pay to perform at this showcase. I'm saying a money grab to make up some bill money. I'm saying something is short and they need the money to make sure that they have it. So they run a few of these. So I don't see opportunity. Now, opportunity is when you are actually putting your ear to the streets and you're saying, oh my goodness, such and such is really making a buzz. They should be on the festival this year. Such and such, such and such, such and such. You three have earned a slot at the festival for doing what you're doing this year. Maybe the city stage. And if you keep doing what you're doing, keep growing, next year maybe you could be on the Broccoli stage. But that's how it usually works. They have talent buyers for these type of things. That make.
I think that's kind of the case with KP Skywalker. Because I feel his name has been buzzing through the city, and I think he was possibly selected to perform there at the Broccoli City Festival. But I still feel like it's a great opportunity for artists. And I mean, how do you get selected as an artist if you want to be selected for opportunities like this? Like, I'm trying to think what would be, you would have to have your name buzzing on all the blogs. A lot of people.
Yeah, these events have like publicists, talent buyers, all types of people that are invested in the talent segment of it. So they're reaching out to they're reaching out to all of these artists, these main headliners, and if they can grab them, then they're good. If you look at this list, aside from Uzi, who's probably the most expensive name on that list, the rest of them They probably didn't charge any. They probably wasn't even paid to do these festivals, to be honest with you.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
But to think about it though, DC does not have anything. This is all DC has. Remember, it used to have the Unifest and all that good stuff. This is all DC has. So if you want to get into the DC market, what clubs? You can't go to Republic or formerly known as Bliss, Karma, and be expecting like, oh, we're about to have this great big event, right? So this is the only time these artists really can get exposed to the DMV area.
Yeah, I guess. But Live Nation always throw shows or put together shows for the bigger artists at the Fillmore and
yeah, but it's always one artist that's on their tour at the time.
Oh, you're talking about we do have Summer Jam though.
DMV got a Summer Jam?
Yeah, we have Summer Jam as well.
Something else not original. Well, why don't you go and tell me?
At least, but you know what about Summer Jam? I don't know if they allow a lot of the DMV artists to perform there. I haven't been, but
as long as they ain't doing some corny shit, man, because that's New York thing, Summer Jam.
Yeah.
I mean, but they do Summer Jam all over.
I don't know, man. I just hear it in New York. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm not a big event person, if you know what I'm saying. I know about Rolling Loud. I know about the Coachella, the Lollapalooza, and all that stuff. But other than that, I'm just starting to find out about a whole bunch of new festivals.
All right. So as I said, I enjoy seeing the progress in the DMV. It looks like there's light at the end of the tunnel for DMV artists. And we was just talking about, I think the last show we was talking about like talent, like who's looking in the DMV and if there's opportunities for artists to get signed in the DMV. And I just want to send out a congratulations to Pinky the Rapper because apparently, she was able to snag a deal with RocNation.
Congratulations. Yeah, RocNation do a lot of work in the DMV. You see Debbie Payton right there?
3.
If y'all don't know,
3.
Debbie Payton is a big player in the music industry. That's the lady on the left
3.
in the black and white dress. She's huge.
3.
And she does a lot of work for a lot of DMV artists. Usually when they have proven themselves and worked up a lot of stuff. But yeah, Debbie's real good folks. So she probably did ink this girl a deal with RocNation. But just like when what's his name? Q the Fool got his deal with RocNation, I wasn't excited. I don't get excited when our artists get deals.
Why not?
Because I want to see what happens. I want to see the work done now. I want to see it happen.
Well, I'm excited that she even got the deal. What's funny for me is the bitterness and the saltiness of other DMV artists who've been striving to get attention forever, and they feel like she doesn't deserve what she got.
Well, she paid to play. She paid for it. She got it. That's what it matters.
Also, what I've been hearing is, oh, well, I wouldn't have signed a deal like that, or she's going to be a slave to the music industry, or, like just all type of hate and comments in regards to her success. And my thing is, if you haven't gotten that opportunity, or you haven't even tried to get or gotten close to getting that opportunity, just give her hand claps and shut up and keep it moving. That was my feeling when I was reading through the comments. I was just like, well, first of all, she don't sound like the rest of y'all.
She sound like Shelly the NC. You sound like Shelly.
I don't even think she sounds like Shelly. I think that she's just different. To me, she gives me more of a conscience vibe, like in some of her music. Like she's more of like I would consider a conscious rapper more so than a drill or a thought rapper. So, my whole point of this is you don't have to sound like everybody else or do what everybody else is doing to get recognized. there's a lane for everybody, because I was surprised my damn self when I heard the news, because I was like, dang, like I know who she is, but I didn't know she was popping like that. Like I listened to, I think, a couple of her songs, but I didn't know, like.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
So I'm trying to figure out, what did she do differently than the other 10,000 of DMV artists?
Well, me and J Money been telling y'all for years, if you're not ready to put your money where your mouth is, pay a publicist, pay a team, then you're not going to get nowhere. Like, nowhere. And if you best believe me, if she got Debbie Payton standing beside her, she put her money where her mouth is.
Exactly. She put a team together. She had marketing. She had PR. She had things in place.
And y'all keep asking, like, when a person asks you what's your budget and they say, I need $2,500 to do this or $3,000, don't get weird. If you don't want the deal, don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
So this is pretty much easy to do as long as you have money.
Correct.
Well, let me tell you this: the reason that DMV
why isn't nobody doing it? And all these
raps
there's a lot of rappers that have signed with there's a lot of artists in the DMV that have deals that we don't talk about.
Several, and I can tell you why. Like, they don't understand that they put all this money into studio time, all this money into music videos, but they don't put that money into marketing. They don't put that money into publications. They don't put that money into the other stuff. So how do you expect to get anywhere else if you only spending your thousands of dollars in the studio and on music videos?
But like, I don't think a lot of people give DMV artists the credit. There are a lot more DMV artists that have record deals or major situations in place. They may not be doing it or utilizing it because the industry, even though once you get in there, it's still about how can you build a buzz. So y'all ask yourselves, why are these artists going the way they going, getting in unnecessary trouble, doing stuff that we seem is like, all right, they shouldn't have to do that. Well, there we go. Like, these situations still ask for you to fulfill the deal. And then a lot of these artists don't understand the business past the being an artist part. They don't understand that part. They got managers and handlers that are taking them through the ring, and before you know it, they burnt out. They don't want to do it anymore.
They're tired. Tired of being tired.
I mean, like, I know a lot of artists who just can't get that single approved.
That's what I was saying. Like, she's very lyrical. She's very lyrical. Her style is kind of different. She kind of stands out. So I could definitely see how this happened. I just was surprised because I didn't see it coming. I really didn't. But I'm happy.
I did go look at her. I went to see, and I don't, like I said, I don't see where it came from music wise, but I do see where she put her money up. I see everything behind her. I can pretty much tell how much money she put up.
Well, there's a lane for, like, to me, like you said, right here is like Rhapsody or even J. Cole or them type of people. There's a lane for her as well. It's just, that's what I was saying. It's all about your lane. What lane are you in?
Rhapsody. Who's that?
Oh gosh.
Is that the site where you listen to music at?
No, that's a female artist, a dope, conscious female artist.
Oh
yeah, the one from New York.
Damn, that's crazy. She named out the website.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's the music industry that we in, though. That's the music industry we in. When I heard them say Pinky the Rapper, I immediately thought they were talking about Pinky Killicorn.
Yeah, that's the Pinky I thought too.
Well, no. In the beginning, when I first heard her name, I was like, well, damn, that's like, I kind of was like, we already have a Pinky. So I was like, this is about to be confusing. But Pinky Killicorn and then Pinky the Rapper, you can kind of distinguish the difference.
I just want to see the work now, right? Like, I just want to see how it happens. I'm proud of her. Congratulations on getting now. RocNation is a management company, so it would only be a management deal. But I would like to see what's going to come from it.
Well, I just hope the city supports her.
They're not. When is the last time the city supported a conscious rapper, let alone a female?
I mean, well, DMV Hoods and News and Elway been. That's how I even knew who she was, through them. They've been promoting her for the past, I want to say, for the past year, if not more. So it's just a matter of the city saying, okay, well, we got somebody that everybody got eyes on. How about we just try to rally around it? I guess I don't know how this works.
I went to her pages based on her following her numbers. The city ain't rallying behind her.
Well, we need to. So, you know, you out there, check her out, help her run them streams up. You know, I'm just all for progress in the DMV. Y'all know I love DMV artists. Y'all know I support y'all. So, you know, let's support Pinky. Let's all push her to the top. I think we should rally around her the way New York rallies around Scarlett.
Hey, I'll definitely support you and support you, Pinky. Send me a DM with your budget and your marketing plan, and let's get it going. I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with the shit too. Same here.
I bet you is. Sir,
I'll add you to the playlist.
let me know your budget.
What age is too old to? I mean, like, at what point do you feel like someone should give up being a rapper? Like, at what age should you just hang it up? You're not going to get signed.
Did you see the rapper just got signed 2 years ago at 85 years old and did a world tour? The 85-year-old rapper.
Did y'all see 2 Chainz? 2 Chainz was Titty Boy and left for 12 years and came back as 2 Chainz and still doing this fucking thing.
No, he's not still doing his thing.
2 Chainz is already solidified.
I mean, he is solidified, but he's not doing nothing right now.
But what I'm saying to you is,
no, he's a host now.
Yeah. So, right. So, what age should artists just like if you ain't got signed, if nobody's looking at you, at what age do you think an artist should just hang it up?
It's not about signing. When you can't tour, when you can't perform no more, then you should hang it up.
Okay. At what point do you think an artist should hang it up if they're not
making no money,
bringing in any numbers, making any money, and
that's it? When they're not making, when you're not making any money, it's time to get a job.
You can tour all you want to, but if nobody's showing up, nobody's showing up. So, at what age do you think people should hang it up? Like, just
that doesn't stop you from getting paid, though. You can have nobody show up to all your shows, you still get paid. So when I say to an artist, there is no age where you should hang it up unless you're not making any money and you need to, then you're done.
Yeah, then you need to go get a job.
Because
you think that, oh, okay, so you're saying if you just want to make music, I mean, but how can you make money if nobody's listening to you?
I just watched the artist last year get signed at 85 years old and go on a major tour. Like an indie artist got signed from freestyling and playing around on social media, got a deal at 85 and is now on tour. So for me, there is no age limit. You have to just be willing to stay on the grind. And if you're making money, you're going to be grinding.
I don't know.
What age do you think?
What age do I think? It depends on what type of rap you're doing. If you are of a certain age and you're rapping like you're little TJ or who else can I use? Like maybe I don't know who's young. Like your raps isn't conducing with your age bracket, then I think you just need to, like, you can't be young forever. Like, you need to
I feel like if you're not having fun with it, you need to stop. You should be having fun.
Because like Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z has grown, like certain artists grow with their age grows with their raps, you know, and then you have some people that their age grows, but they're still acting or appearing as if they're 20 years younger. So I don't know.
So like let's take Lil Wayne for instance.
You see, I think Lil Wayne's raps have progressed from when he was 16-year-old Wayne to now. I think his style, I mean, he's a skateboarder, so he's in a skateboarder category. They all, no matter how old they look, they always look that like that.
That's what I'm saying, but that's why I said it. Like it's not about the perception that someone else has on you. It's about the perception of your fan base, and that's the thing.
See, but that's
No,
the
but
thing.
see,
He's not
that's the
even
thing.
active.
He's not active.
Right.
He wouldn't be.
But he's
I think like a person wouldn't be active to like the first artist, Pinky the Rapper, right? Y'all say she been active for over a year, going ham, but I have never heard of her because that's not something I'm subscribing to, right? So if people are subscribing to you, and you never can worry about the people that are not, I think at the point in
yeah, I agree.
I think at that point is no limit. I think this is what thing is. You have to ask yourself, what are you making music for?
Okay, yeah. So, but that's the thing. It depends on if you want to be, because there's a lot of people that want to be famous. Like they will do anything for attention. Like and to me, it's like, okay, do you want to be famous or do you want to be paid? Or do you want both? So if you want to be famous, then I think you do care about what the masses, not, the masses perceive you as, or where they perceive you as. I guess you understand what I'm saying?
I do 100%. I do 100%. I mean, like, think about like this. Benny the Butcher didn't make it to 37, 38 years old.
Benny the Butcher is, I don't know if he's, I guess he's what, underground?
No, he's mainstream now.
Oh, okay.
He's 100% mainstream now.
Okay, well, I don't hear him on the radio nowhere. I don't see him promoted.
Of course not, because he's conscious. Like, what radio station is playing conscious rap? That shit don't sell.
They play Kendrick. They play J. Cole.
We do not play Kendrick's most lyrical content.
Kendrick is conscious. Like, what conscious song do y'all be hearing from Kendrick?
We don't play his most conscious records anyway on the radio.
Conscious songs from Kendrick? I don't even know the name of it, but
most of his catalog is conscious though.
I'm not a huge Kendrick fan, but I could call one of my friends and she could definitely.
No, you're 100% right on that. Kendrick is definitely a conscious rapper. He just doesn't put it over conscious beats.
Yeah,
like he's not over hip hop beats, but he's definitely giving you, nigga. I is conscious. Money Trees is conscious. That Be Humble is very much so conscious, but when you hear that yeah, I think that's a serious shit. You're like, yeah, this is it. Like, fuck it, I don't care what he said. I like the beat. It's stopping.
All right, so let's hear what this guy had to say, because he talks about music and the aging process, and I think this is kind of, maybe helpful, maybe not.
Artists that they acting like they 21, but they really 29 or 30 or approaching 30, and their music isn't shifting. You know what I mean? They're still talking about the same shit. They're not growing up in their music. They're not adding any perspective. And I just think overall as a people, because everybody on social media is trying to be so in, they're not growing up. You know what I mean? They're just simply not fucking growing up. You know what I mean? Like even to an extent to myself, is like, I love to get on, like my favorite pastime is getting on 2K and playing the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love to do. But there's people who say, oh, when you 40, like, you 40, why you playing the game? So if I'm 40 and why I'm playing the game, why the fuck is you rapping about killing somebody and you ain't shot a gun or caught it? Like, you ain't in the streets no more. So why the fuck is you still have that perspective? You ain't even been nowhere near the fucking hood, nor is you trying to be. So why you keep rapping about that? I feel like it's
I feel like they have to.
No, I just think that the skill set is set very, very low now. So it's like, it's easy to do that. It's easy to do what you know and not challenge yourself to do something higher, you know what I'm saying, or elevate a bit, you know what I mean?
Right. I feel like that's what I feel like that's kind of like, I know she's on the younger side, but that's what I feel like I've been wanting from someone like Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like her last project, like there was like a song or two on there that you kind of saw the hints of that growth and maturity, but like then you kind of got like the body yaddy yaddy in those songs, which I ain't knocking that, because like at the end of the day, like that there's a space for that too, and that's you know,
a lot of these artists that they acting like they 20.
So how do you guys feel about what he said? Do you guys agree or disagree?
I 100. No, that's too small of a number. I 1,000,000% disagree with him.
God damn.
Let me tell you why. The greatest artist of all time, who would you say? I mean, most people would say Michael Jackson.
Greatest artist?
Yeah, of all time.
Overall?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Michael Jackson.
Look, who would you say?
I would say I would choose Prince over Michael Jackson.
Prince is a good. Prince is a very good one. Because when did these artists grow up? When did these artists get old?
Well,
Just
Michael
because
had
they took a stance in the political world and spoke. When did their music grow? Old.
Michael definitely grew. If we're going to talk about Michael and growing with the music, I think he grew from when he first started, especially when
You
he
talk
went,
about from when he first started from ABC 1, 2, 3, baby,
Oh,
you
yeah,
and me, girl.
ABC. Yeah, he went a long
he
way.
went from
You know I'm
Thriller,
bad. I'm bad. You know
even
it.
that, until he got more conscious with the We Are the World, that one.
That wasn't his. That wasn't his.
Black and White. What's the other one? Like he started to shift with society, I guess, including what's going on in the world with that. It's so many. Is it You Are Not Alone?
The minute he shifted, the minute that Michael Jackson shifted into those records, he wasn't number one anymore in the world.
It don't matter. That's not the point. The point here is growing with your music.
No, the point
He
is
was already as high as he could go.
no,
Like,
the point isn't. Yeah, when you get that high and now you want to
you can
push
do
an
whatever you
agenda
want to
or
do.
push a message, yes. But the reality of it is, artists. The only thing an artist has is staying relevant. Now, if
He was always
I don't
relevant.
know who Wayno is or what his position is in the music industry, but if he understands analytics, it says that men over the age of 17 stop buying music. Women over the age of 26 stop buying music. So why would I start catering to the ages that don't buy music
That part.
if I'm in the business of selling
Music.
music?
Say that again.
Why would I stop selling music when that's my business? Why would I start all of a sudden catering to the non-buyers?
You're not catering to the non-buyers. You're growing with your audience. That's just like
Right.
No.
that's just like Juicy J. Okay, boom.
No. You have if Juicy J's best part is his reinvention of himself with Wiz Khalifa.
So did
Let
he
me tell
not
you,
grow
the audience,
with his music?
the
That's
audience
the
doesn't know what they want.
He grew and then he dropped right back down to start making a good Adderall. I just drink, I take a whole quarter pack for
He never
lunch.
changed his style of music. What I'm saying is he shifted, I guess, with the tone maybe, but Juicy
Listen,
J
the
sounds
audience-
the same as he sounded 23 years ago when I was a kid listening to him, right?
In this comment, he said old music I feel is more valuable. And I'm glad you added the word I feel, because that's how you know it's not proper, right? Because we know it's been proven that old music isn't more valuable. That's why new artists outsell old artists all the time. So
Well,
cut that.
it is more valuable because they're what
No,
do you
it's
call
not.
it? They're sampling all the old music, and the people can't create there's no
Put
creativity
in the
these days. All they
put
do
in the
is
hip hop.
sample old music. So is it not valuable?
No. Like okay, so this is what I tell everybody. The music industry is this. We have three major labels. We all know that. We have three major labels.
Mhm.
So if all three of those major labels own something and it stops making money and it's about to run out, then what they do is they go and sign someone else to come into place to keep what they have going, working already, to make it new, to make it more younger, to make it more appealing to the generation at hand. Because the older people are not going to they're not even buying music, so it's not valuable. The older artists are not even really still touring.
People do buy music because they are not. All of them don't know
No,
how to
they
stream.
don't. Old
Yes,
people
they
are
do.
free subscribers. Old people are free subscribers. They have free Spotify, free YouTube, free Amazon, stuff like that.
Listen,
Wherever
I
they
know old people
they
that
still
go
listen
to
to commercials.
Walmart to buy stuff. I was in Walmart not too long ago. An old man was in there buying CDs. So
One old man.
I bet you it wasn't a rap album either. I bet you it was some white artist.
Luther Vandross. Or Sam
No, it wasn't no Luther Vandross either. It was a rock albums or pop, a rock or pop. It was not
happy
no
White
black
History
music.
Month.
It was not no black music because at the end of the day, that's why they sign new artists and keep recreating these sounds that the labels own. Y'all keep thinking, oh, we heard this sound before. The label owns it. They want some more money off of it because that old ass artist they had beforehand ain't working no more. He can't perform no more. He ain't doing tours no more. He probably tour once a year. When you got this new artist that's ready to perform, tour 4 times a year on that same record. So no, you can't sit up here and spoon fed or artists or one hit wonders will be still outperforming today. Everybody knows that, and in today's world is a world of that was nice. Oh, what's that over there? ADD.
Let me tell you, the audience doesn't know what they want, right? And that's why it's the job for the artists to put themselves in places where they could be entertain that audience. The audience came to be entertained. You know what I'm saying? If they go to a Rick Ross concert, Ty Dolla $ign, whoever it is, they came to be entertained. So if you're another artist and you come in to take that stage or do something, the only way you're going to get your audience is by doing something entertaining for them.
Why do you think? I know a lot of people look at these older artists when they bring out some new young talent or some fresh young blood. Like they be like, "Oh my goodness, such and such was on tour last night. They brought out Ice Spice. Oh my God, he was on tour and brought out Sexy Red. Why? Why do you think they did that?
Why do you think Nicki Minaj was doing with Ice Spice? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are these other artists going with the younger artists?
Exactly. It's because they know that I gotta hatch on to something else.
The best ones that's doing it to me is Young Money. Like you see Drake doing it, you see Nicki Minaj doing it. Like they stay with whatever's new.
But see, like if they wasn't already on, then the agent process would be a different question. Because when you're asking about the agent process, you're asking about unsigned artists, and that's why I say it shouldn't matter because the question is about your age. The question is about are you making any money, and then why, and then. Always, if you answer the whys, we can turn it around and make you some money.
I mean, yeah, music would be way different, but people will be way broke. You got
there are no A&Rs anymore. There are no more A&Rs.
There are people who say they're A&Rs.
There are no more A&Rs.
Your A&R is your EPK, your social media presence.
The A&R is your goddamn Spotify for artists and your goddamn YouTube for artists and your Apple for artists and whatever little social media junk you want to get on. Your A&R is your bank account, people.
Yeah, that's your A&R.
That's your A&R.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Why do you think all these trash artists, and yes, why do you think all these trash artists are able to catapult to where they are after the time of PPP?
After the time of PPP.
I'm for real. All of these artists, they laugh, but I'm calling them all PPP artists. They got a bag, and they didn't just sit on it and think stupidly. They flipped it like a true hustler should. Let them have gave me a PPP. I don't know if I'd be sitting here, young. We'd be somewhere doing this thing live stream big time.
So I seen this interesting clip of Dr. Dre, and he was speaking on the current state of hip hop, and his response to this question was very interesting. Let's hear what he had to say.
Rappers have been quoted, just speaking on the state of hip hop today, right? Or the artistry, or the enthusiasm, or if it is.
Are you saying rappers today speaking on the state of hip hop today?
Rappers
or
from back
older
then,
rappers?
older rappers speaking on the state of it, right?
Okay.
Some have been quoted and not supporting or against or not embracing. Younger rappers just felt like we don't get enough love from the old heads. What is your take?
Fuck that. Let me tell you something. Hip hop is what it is. Anybody that's talking about the state of hip hop right now, when talking about it from a negative place, sounds like somebody's fucking grandfather.
Okay. I love that.
This is just what it is. Yes. Hip hop is evolving. If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Simple.
I'm keeping it all the way 100 with you. Some of the shit, most of the shit I don't like. I don't listen to a lot of that shit, but I'm not hating on it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to hate on it. Yeah. It's evolving.
Rappers have been quoted.
Oh my God, that's still amazing to say that because that's all about the aging process right there.
What,
like
the music evolving or the artist evolving?
No, like even the music is evolving,
Right.
So the aging process from the fans' perspective is a bigger problem than it is from the talent side. Because like Dr. Dre said, all the people that's making these complaints and hating the samplers, they sound old.
Mm-hmm.
They sound old and out of touch.
Yep.
Definitely is.
That's why I asked that the other day when I was like, I'm not really feeling the new DMV flow. Like, am I old? Am I out of touch? Like,
yeah, 100%. 100%. Just like people that say, "Oh, you too old to be making."
Nobody likes it, so obviously I'm not.
Nah, you're not out of touch. Nobody likes
listen though, but just like that other guy that said, "Yeah, they're not making the music to be their age," and it's like, dude, turn the shit off. You sound old. You want to listen to old rappers? There's plenty of old rappers you can listen to. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of rappers that's rapping old that you can easily tune in and get busy. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Jill Scott had a very interesting performance at Essence Fest, and thank you, Sixxcess. I seen a clip of it, but y'all, this is gonna be my first time watching it with you guys. So because I think I heard it and then I just turned it off because I'm not really with the
He says I'm old.
Let's hear
Damn
it.
straight you old, Izzy. Said Prince and James Brown. James Brown definitely would have made sellout music if he was still around. Y'all know that, right?
Hell yeah.
I miss Rick James more than anything.
Rick James.
All right, let's see. Can y'all see? Let's hear this.
Oh, say, can you see?
That is shit.
By the blood in the streets, that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child. Whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands, but you'll die in this place, and your memory.
Oh my God.
Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Shout out White History Month.
Oh.
All right.
Play ball. Let's play ball. Woo! Let's play ball.
Where's Mike at? He needs to get her ass back in check.
They need to go ahead and
Kelly tripping. If that was her name in the movie.
They need to replace all of the. They need to replace all of the ads for that one. That's more authentic and seems to be more official to how America is. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jill. That's way better than the Francis Scott Key version.
Yeah, that shit
Way
was,
better.
that shit was lit.
And it seems to be a little bit more accurate. It seems to be a
All
little.
right, so first thing I'm going to say is that was trash.
Yeah. Oh,
It was trash, and I'd rather her sing about black people killing each other today instead of talking about what happened 200 years ago. I'm sick of our black celebrities and black leaders harping on the past instead of trying to help the present.
What the national
You like
anthem?
the remix?
I feel
Like,
like
how do
this
you want the
song
remix to go?
was ineffective. All it does is stir up mess. It doesn't help black people progress.
Wow.
Waste of my ears. And I'm a huge Jill Scott fan, but I'm about to unlike all of her albums from my Spotify.
hold up.
No, just listen to the old Jill Scott. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to adapt with the times. Just be yourself and go back and listen to the old Jill Scott. You good? Where you at?
No.
You don't like the new stuff she's doing. You don't listen to her new
No
stuff.
streams from me because I'm sick of the race baiting. Like, I'm just over it. I'm
You-
over it.
You know what? Jill, you may have lost one, but you picked up one today. I'm replacing Jzabel as your new fan. I didn't listen to none of your music, but I'm about to go stream it. And I'm in for one, about to get a petition to make this the new national anthem. Performed at all events.
First of all, white man,
Oh,
he was talking about you.
Yeah, but you know what? I was one of those whites.
White
My
man.
family had an underground railroad under their house. You hear me? So we definitely looking forward to
There
freeing
wasn't
some
no such thing.
Yeah,
it was. Yes, it
I know
was.
how
It
much
was
you
under-
love Jill Scott.
it was
It's
under-
like the weight she gained is clogging an artery to her brain, and she's fucking losing it.
what,
Well, you know
Can
what?
we not get
If
disrespectful?
Jill,
I mean, I feel
Jill,
I
if you
feel
happen to
you,
see
but
this,
no disrespect, but all right. So Long Walk, we just throwing that out. We throwing out Watching Me. We throwing out Fool's Gold. We throwing out like all that just because of one thing that we don't like. We throwing that out.
No, I was joking about
I'm like, hold up now.
I was joking about taking her off of my Spotify. I love Jill Scott.
but the
However,
national anthem, you didn't like the national anthem. Wow.
yeah, I just feel like it's unproductive.
All right. It's so I think that it's this, right? It may be unproductive, but it's also informative. The old national anthem or the original national anthem didn't give me such a chilling story.
Okay.
You really thought that was unproductive?
Yeah, I think it was unproductive. I feel like I'm in a mind state now where I'm looking at black,
Cheetos on Ed's shirt.
like I'm looking at the black community as it is right now, and the way these kids are being raised. I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair to them to raise them with so much trauma.
They ain't got no choices.
And they're pushing this, but they're not telling black people how they can be productive. All you're telling me is how much trauma I should be feeling from the past. Like, no, tell me what I need to do now to progress. Stop beating in my head what happened 200 years ago, because black people are more free now than they were 50 years ago, 100 years ago, and 150 years ago. So what the fuck is she talking about?
So if you would have remixed the national anthem, what would you have said different than what Jill?
I wouldn't even. I mean, we don't need. Why do we need one?
So that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't even remake. Why are you remaking the white man's? I don't know if it's the white man's song.
Because she didn't want to sing the national anthem, so she made her own.
She should have created her own. Why are you jocking they style? Stop jocking they style. Get off they nuts.
I'm so confused about what
I like covers. I like cover songs. I like cover songs.
Like, come on now. She could have been more creative.
Shout out Jerron.
She could have been more creative with it. Like, to me, that was trash. That was trash. Jill, you're better than that. And I'm not with the race baiting no more. Same thing with the whole Tamika E. Mallory talking about the girl Carly Nichols that we're about to talk about should have got the same financial support in a search than the people on the submarine. Like, why is everything race? Like, come on now. First of all, that we didn't see no baby on the road. Was that lady even really kidnapped? Like, there's so many questions. But black our emotions, and I don't like that.
Everyday race is a factor, though. every second, every minute. Race is a factor.
To who?
She is right
To
because
who?
you
To
gotta always
victimize black people?
Isn't
Huh?
somebody always playing
To
with your feelings?
victimize black people?
Yeah. You gotta
So
think
Black
about
people with a victim mindset?
like
well,
there's
it's
somebody
not just
always
the
putting
victim mindset. It's the reality of the world we live in. Black people still, we may be as free as we've been in 200 years, but we still got a ways to go.
Listen, my whole thing with black leaders, if I don't hear you talk about inner city crime and how we can progress as a people, then I don't want to hear you talk about slavery.
I stand on record saying that a black person would sound ignorant fighting about inner city violence as opposed to the violence that's happening to us from our own other kind, like people that are not of our race. If a white man brutally
say that one more time, because I'm going to soundbite this because I know you're not serious.
No, I am serious. A black leader does not have the same place in the black community as when they're standing up for other races killing us and taking us out. It's not the same.
But what are you talking about here? Like, this is why no other race respects black people. This is why other races, other cultures look at us and they laugh. Because if we're not checking ourselves, right? If we have black leaders, yes, these issues exist. But you need to talk about all of it.
So we're the only race.
And you publicly ignore. When you sit there and you publicly ignore what is going on in your community, in your backyard, but you're over there looking in the next man's yard to say, oh, well, your strawberries are growing faster than my strawberries. What kind of soil? Oh, they gave you better soil because you're white. But you didn't even plant your seeds. What the hell are we talking about?
So in animal culture, right? I'm talking about animals. If we're all in our animal instincts and we kill each other, then it's okay. But when some other predator comes into our establishment and tries to take out us, we have to come together against that prey. So, I'm not understanding.
Nobody's bothering.
No.
Okay, so
my position is this. We're not the only race that kills each other. Like, whites kill whites.
Okay,
Chinese
but this
people
is
kill
my
Chinese
issue.
people.
Why, when we talk about issues in the black community, we gotta point our finger? But white people, they're killing each other. Like, we're trying to fix. Why are our black kids so undereducated? Like, why are our black communities so messed up, even though, like, Baltimore is predominantly black? Like, why are we not talking about what we need to do as far as this anthem goes? Like, talk about black on black crime. Cry about your babies killing each other and how they don't love each other, how black men aren't loving on each other. How about you sing about that? Why are you singing about shit that these kids nowadays don't know shit about? They've never experienced slavery. Yes, they're going to read it in their history books, and that's up to the parents to teach them that.
So look, are you the type of person? Are you the type of person that if you see food on the floor, questions if it came off a plate, and questions where the plate is, or look for the broken plate on the floor with it?
Am I the type of person that does what now?
If you see food on the floor, are you going to start looking for a broken plate to go with it? Or are you going to figure out, or you just going to wonder where that food came from? You're going to assume that it got there some way. But you're not going to be like, oh, where's the broken plate? A plate had to break. You're not going to say, oh, someone had to knock this over. The causes of things and how things get there is not the problem. To sit up there and say, black people are killing each other and we need to fight this, and to go in the community and let's do stand-ups. Well, that happens every day.
Right,
but that's not the battle.
You are the face of why the community is not going to get, because you're saying it's okay. Okay, well, forget about our issues.
I am the face.
Forget about our issues. Don't talk about what's wrong in the black community. Let's just find everything that white people did to us in the past and possibly is still doing, and blame that on why our kids aren't doctors and lawyers, and why our sons are out here killing each other with no regard for life. Like,
I'm glad you said possibly still happening, because we all acknowledge that a white kid probably has a better chance to getting into Harvard than a black kid from an inner city school. Right? A white kid from the suburbs probably has a better chance of getting into a great school than a black kid from the inner city.
well,
Even in our black cities, are being gentrified for a reason. Our black cities are being gentrified for a reason.
Well, you know why our black
Because
cities
they're more valuable with white people in them.
Right, because black people are sitting there like they're doing in Detroit, like they're doing in Baltimore, like they're doing in Jackson, Mississippi, which is getting ready to get overturned right now. They're sitting there and they're not pouring any money into their own communities. Like,
wait a minute.
They're not putting in money or cleaning up whatever is going on in their communities to show progress. They're letting the schools deteriorate.
So black communities should put their own money up while white communities get assistance from the government to rebuild communities and get
not all white communities though.
Majority of them.
Okay, but even in the poor white communities, let's say, right? Let's just say that you will see them more so not like containing their area as opposed to how we just let our shit just fall apart.
Even still, poor white communities do not got black police officers running up in the junks, beating on them, harassing them, killing them because they poor white people.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's happening.
I would never have a victim mindset, and I'm more concerned in the future of the black community than the past. So
y'all don't realize what's happening.
But you can't get to the future. You can't get to the future without acknowledging the past. You cannot get to the future without acknowledging the past.
Who said that the past isn't acknowledged? The past has been acknowledged, but I'm not going to sit here like when we're looking what did you just say? You started the show with Sixxcess. Started the show with why do we keep killing each other? Why is this? Right. So that's more of the issue that I feel like black celebrities and stuff like that, they need to talk about that too. Stop pointing the finger and talk about everything. Like, yes, we need to clean up our communities, but y'all don't have the right to be terrorizing us either. Like, that's how the conversation needs to go.
I do believe that more rappers talk about the problems in their communities than they talk about the problems against our communities. Way more rappers. That's what the term sliding on your ops is.
But the problem in your community. On the ops. You're sliding on your ops, but you're not sliding on the ops.
You can't. Now you're confusing me. Now I'm confused. If we sliding on the ops to stop crime in our community, or we gonna fight against the cops who's killing us because we black? Which one we gonna do?
Slide on the cops and protect your own damn community.
Exactly, and that's what our black leaders. And that's what our black leaders are doing. Every time a cop comes to our community, they slide on them cops. They start putting them on the spotlight.
All they're doing is just yap, and getting endorsements, yap. And they're not even taking their endorsements to help their own communities. Like, come on now.
Well,
because you don't realize what's happening in the community, right? So everybody used to live in the hood, right? Bam, they got these apartments in the hood. Then they're killing those down. It's people put in a 20-year plan. And I'm saying these white people put in a 20-year plan. You're not even noticing it. They're doing it every 20 years, the same cycle. All these people in the hood, then they take them from the hood and move them out to the suburbs. They're like, oh, yes, I'm living good. I got the 2-car garage. But little do you realize that suburb about to be the hood again. Because they just move everybody from the hood back out there. And then they're going to do it again because it
doesn't matter, because guess what? The problem is this, right? The problem is this. You can sit up that joint and be one man standing for something, 2 black men going against something, but 3, now
you're a gang.
Because guess what? At the end of the day, the same people that you say we shouldn't be fighting are the same people that's making the laws. Me and JMoney can be beefing against each other, killing each other, doing whatever the case may be. But you know who made that right? Who made that law? Or something that's where if I kill my own black man, I'm out of jail in 10 years. But if I sell some cocaine to a white kid, but if I sell some cocaine to a white kid, I'm doing 30.
Exactly.
If I kill a white kid, I'm doing 40.
Yes, fuck up your own community. Fuck up your own community. Don't fuck up mine. And until you not want to fuck up your community, then you're not going to get nowhere. So keep on fucking up your community. Don't touch mine.
Yeah, until it's attacked at the source. When the white man decides to not say, hey, you guys can do it, we'll slap you on the wrist. But when y'all touch one of us, it's going crazy.
It's an evil world we live in. That's a
It's evil, right? Because what's the root of all evil?
money.
And this world is based on just that. Every
gotta realize where it's coming
aspect
from.
of it. Every aspect of it is based on that.
I don't know. We'll always disagree to agree on this topic because, like I said, I don't subscribe to the victim mindset, and I'm more concerned about the future of young Black people, and not harping on like there's so much opportunity. She's saying we're not free. We're not free.
How are we free?
Last time, what do you mean? Last time I checked, you are. You have more freedoms than you do in Dubai or any other country, maybe an African country or wherever. We have a lot more freedoms than other countries.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you though. You saying that means nothing because that's a lot of Black people's argument. Black women have a certain sense of not reality.
Why don't we have a sense of reality? Because we're not lazy. Because we're go-getters. We're not sitting around waiting on opportunities. We go out and get them. We make our skits. We knock down doors and do what we do.
All of those things.
Pointing the finger at the other party.
Yes.
Waiting for opportunities.
Yes.
We take it out on
each other. Okay, well that's fine.
It's a disconnect because it's a disconnect. Where you're like, we're out there, we're gonna get it. We're looking at it like, why is there so many excuses? There's plenty of opportunities. We just go up and get them.
Yeah, that's what Black women do. While Black men sit around and yeah.
And that's why most this is gonna sound crazy. I may get demonized for it, but that's why most of our Black women ask, send me a cash app. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Shout out everybody in the comments.
I don't think it's just simply Black. I feel like
I don't think it is either. But the ones that we mostly see, I follow a lot of Black and white women. I don't see all the white women up there every day. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Shout out Crystal. Yep. Shout out Doogie Smith. Shout out.
I don't see our white sisters out there talking about how they don't need no man because they got it. They can do whatever. They good. The system keeps us confined, so we take it out on each other. And the crazy part is really the confinement of it is city-based and based on where you want to go.
Crystal need to go live. Crystal, hit that StreamYard.
Because you never understand something, right? When you ever been outside of your country, was like, damn, or when you leave out of your city and you walk around another city, but you walk around the same way that you will walk in your city. Because of an expectation level of how things go. Usually when you're somewhere cool, someone has to tell you, yo, calm down. We good here. We good. Calm down. You good.
Take the hood out, the kid out the hood, but you can't take the kid out the hood.
We can't hear you. You need to speak up.
You take the hood out the kid, but you can't take the kid out the hood. Yeah, that mentality, like some people literally like die with that. You gotta get out of that. Some people.
It's like, see, the thing is, mentalities change based on what you're allowed to see. Because everything else y'all talking about is faith. And y'all and for that, you got to be a real spiritual person. So y'all talking about something on another level. Because everything that we're talking about is stuff that we see. It's stuff that's happening every day right in our face. Like, I would want a perfect world where we got this way and that harmony and this harmony. But what's in our face every day tells us that that's not going to happen. That's how I look at it.
I don't know, and I feel like it's opportunities out here. I really disagree with her anthem. I feel like she wasted her breath. I feel like I just personally don't like the victim mentality. Like,
I agree with you on that. I don't like the victim mentality. I do agree that it is plenty of opportunity out here. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying, for her to remix it and make her own remix of the national anthem, I didn't really expect anything less than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody's going to remix somebody else's song, I'm still going to expect cadences from the original song. So when she did that, I didn't expect anything less. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like the victimizing thing, but still, I didn't really expect her to, you know what I'm saying, make something
for a national anthem. That was
might have been a freestyle.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Let Jill Scott travel out the country, and let's not say anything goes wrong, and then she ends up like Brittany Griner. She's gonna wish she's gonna think twice about the song that she made about America. You see, everybody wants to shit. All the black people want to shit on this country, right? Until they go other places and realize the freedoms that you have here in America. So I just think people, especially black people, we just need to at least
now we need to be appreciative.
Wake up.
And be appreciative.
Definitely be appreciative. Yes, be appreciative.
F America.
If you don't want to be here, you don't want to be appreciative. There's so many other places that you
can
go.
I tried to leave America. I tried to leave America, but
listen, this is how victimized and poor some mentalities are. Immigrants leave their country to come here for a better life. If you don't like your country, why don't you leave and go somewhere else for a better life? Why are you sitting here complaining and crying?
So you want us all to hop in a little boat and get somewhere?
I'm not saying all, but if you look at other cultures, Indians, Ethiopians, even people from Europe, Latinos, are they not leaving their country for a better opportunity?
In America.
For a place that will treat them better, right? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Listen to the ultimate point. The ultimate point is if black people feel like America is so bad, it's the worst place in the world, why not move somewhere for a better opportunity to get treated better?
So let me ask you a question. Why did like a month ago we shared a video with an immigrant explaining how she has more opportunities than a black American over here? And she was able to get loans and business loans.
Right. So why aren't black people, if black people are being mistreated in America, why aren't they looking for better opportunities in other countries?
Because the people that are leaving these other countries are coming over here for better lives. I want a piece of that. They're leaving these damn countries.
No, they're taking advantage of outside of that Asian woman, right? Outside of Asians. Let's just use
Africans.
I always go to black immigrants, right? I always use black immigrants because when they fill out these applications, there's no distinction between African and black American. You fill out the application, you check black. That's it. So how are they able to progress far better?
They're not checking black.
Far more.
They're not checking black.
The foreign black people, their kids are becoming doctors and lawyers and saving lives and doing all. They're not all on welfare and all this. They're doing so much better. They left their shitty country to come here for opportunity that other blacks are not taking advantage of.
But they're not checking black though. They're checking Middle Eastern and stuff like that on those applications.
Oh gosh, Six, you got. Oh my gosh,
you know they're not checking black.
All day.
You know they're not checking black.
Black Africans are not selecting nothing
They're
else.
checking the Middle Eastern section.
There is no Middle Eastern section. There's no Middle Eastern section. It's black, white, Pacific,
Middle Eastern.
There's no Middle Eastern on there. It's something else. It's not Middle Eastern. They have other. I don't remember saying Asian.
They are not selected African American. They're not.
They're not selecting black.
Okay, and
even if they're not, why are black people selecting black if you know that?
That's why ever since I started selecting white, things have been going great for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
My uncle put white, and now he got about 10 years ago, he got a good old job working at the Air Force Base. And ever since he told me that, I've been doing it.
As we're talking about other countries and the liberties and being free in America, I do want to cover this topic right quick. And the reason I do, and I feel so passionate about this, is because I lost it in the airport. I think it was around when I was coming back from Europe. I lost my temper, but it was so much shit that was piling up on me that day on my way back that when they held me in the back of TSA, I didn't understand why, so I was frustrated. I had to use the bathroom. I was mad. They were taking forever. I felt like, and at this moment, I did feel like it was a race thing because I was like, dang, like all the white people get to go straight out. Why I gotta go in the back? Like, and then when I got in the back, it was all black people back there. So I asked the dude, I'm like, is it a coincidence that everybody back here looks the same color? But anyway, outside of that, I lost my temper back there. So when I heard this story, I was like, dang. Have I ever lost it in another country and was just irate and did not hold my cool?
It's a woman too. It's a woman.
No, I haven't. And even when I lost it at the where we come back in Dulles, I lost it in Dulles in the back of TSA. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because I hold myself to a certain standard. I feel like whenever you go, whenever you travel, whenever you're around other races, they automatically assume that I'm going to be vulgar or violent or aggressive because I'm a dark-skinned Black woman. So in instances when I do lose my cool in a professional setting or a place like that, I'm kind of like, damn, they fucking won. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like, shoot, I have every right to be upset, but I don't want to be a stereotype. Like, I don't want you to be like, yeah, I knew she was an angry Black woman.
Yes.
So this story really touched my heart, and I feel like in this instance, like, I have no sympathy for her, really. I don't.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why did you feel like it was a race thing that you was taken to the back?
Because I just at first I checked myself. So the first time I thought it was two white girls in front of me. The white dude was kikiing with them, and then they just walked out. So then when I got there, he was like, hey, how are you? And then he started asking me questions that he wasn't asking them. Oh, well, where are you coming from? Was it business? Was it this? Whoopty whoopty whoop. And I was just like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom anyway. You can hurry this up. So he was like, yeah. And then he told me, I think they kept my passport or something, and told me I had to go in the back of TSA. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't never had to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm upset. And I'm like, man, then I get back there and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Dude's like, hold on. But he never came back to let me go to the bathroom. So I don't know if they thought I had drugs on me or what, but I had to pee really, really bad. So I was getting upset because I'm like, I'm tired. I gotta pee. And you got me back there. Then I look around and I don't see nothing but Black people. And I'm not talking about Black Americans. I'm talking about Africans and Black Americans. Like, everybody back there was like of color. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I asked the dude, I'm like, is there any reason why everybody, because I'm one of those people, like, I'm going to call the ethics community. I'm going to call who I need to call. I'm about to call Benjamin Crump, even though I don't like him. I'm going to call him, right? Because what's going on back here, right? So he explains to me, the Black dude explains to me, like, yeah, it's not always like that. It's just this time it's like that. And basically, he like, ain't my fault you niggas got charges on y'all record. Like, that's really what it was. They pulled me in the back because of my criminal history or whatever. And I thought that my shit was, I'm like, that was like so old. Like, I'm thinking I've never been pulled in the back before. So anyway, point of the story is I hate looking like an angry Black woman. That night I lost it and I was fucking embarrassed. This woman goes to Dubai, one of the strictest countries in the world.
Richest too.
Very strict and racist, okay? Allegedly in a story, this woman, we're gonna watch the clip in a second, but allegedly they had a rental car. She left her stuff in a rental car. Her friend was renting the car. She goes back. She goes back and she goes to the counter to retrieve her things. And I'm guessing, because what it sounds like to me is that y'all had to pay a fee for crashing a rental car, or you couldn't get your stuff back. That's what it sounds like to me, and anybody that rented cars or been through this process would understand. So I guess she got in a dispute with the person at the airport, and we're gonna watch this clip.
Yeah, let's see.
The hell is that you drinking is?
Oh, simply okay. That's simple, man. That's simple.
Simply fresh. Let's see this. Oh, yeah.
A very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 29-year-old daughter ultimately yelled back at the rental car agent, she says, resulting in her being charged for screaming there in Dubai.
And so she is in jail for one reason and one reason alone. She raised her voice. In that country, a female is not even allowed to raise her voice. If she raises her voice, it's punishable by jail time.
It's been very emotional. There are some days I stay up all night crying.
They have a strict law system that is really based on theocracy.
She dealt with a very aggressive individual, a young man there who was screaming at her.
Baxter says her 20.
Gotta know the laws in the places that you go visit. Y'all should stop wanting to visit these places without knowing the laws. And when you ask us why we don't just go jump ship and go to these other countries, well, could you imagine a black woman saying, I hate America so much, I want to leave, and then being arrested for yelling, raising her voice? Because you know that's how y'all do all the time. Oh my God. Oh my God.
J Money, how you feel about this situation?
I think, yeah, you need to know your laws. And I feel like it's kind of crazy because if he started yelling at her and she yelled back, like, I don't know how the laws work, but to me, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you heard the law.
No, it's energy matching. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to start yelling until somebody start yelling at me. Like, sometimes it's a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So if she's being charged for her reaction, it's not like she just acted and said, and came in there yelling. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me, from what it sounds like, that she reacted. And so to me, that's the crazy part to me. But you do need to know your laws when you go to other countries.
It sounds like to me.
Let's use common sense.
She broke the law.
Let's just use common sense in America. How often do you see Arab women and hijabis yelling or arguing with their partners?
Not often.
Never.
How many times have you seen it?
Never.
In real life?
Never.
What do we know about Muslim culture here in America? Islamic culture.
Respect to the man is important.
And if you don't, you get your ass kicked.
So with common sense,
I don't know about that is.
Even me, I probably would have been like, excuse me, sir, where's the manager? You don't need to be raising your voice at me. Like that would have been, I would not have been over there like, well, you scream at me, and I'm like, no.
No, you see, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't, I don't think it was planned like that. It wasn't planned like you started screaming at me and I'm gonna scream back. They're in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like,
they're in the moment and they're creatures of habit. That's what they always do.
Right.
What they don't want to hear. They yell. They get loud. They get aggressive. That's what black women do. What did I say earlier? The disassociation from reality. Feeling like I can do what I want to do when the reality of it is in that country you can't. Because you're a woman. It's not about your race. It's about your sex. Now I wonder because we're the new world.
But what did you say? She could do it where now? She could do it here in this country, but y'all not free.
There's another story about a truck driver, a black woman truck driver that got arrested.
That's her.
All right.
I'm
tripping. But nah, I thought it was another one.
No, this is the truck driver. I just didn't mention her job title. I felt like it was irrelevant.
The craziest part is because you do know, like if she was in certain states like North Carolina, that have like loud noises because you can't yell at people in North Carolina and you can't curse at people in public in North Carolina, right? So she could have been arrested in North Carolina as well. So it's just not just you just have to know the laws of where you are.
Yeah.
Right. I was watching this reality show. And the lady, she gets in there, she's yelling at the guy, she's cussing him out. The police pull up and arrest her, and she's like, "What? I can say whatever the F I want." They said, "That's another charge." It's like, "What? I can say it. I can say whatever." She white too. That's another charge. So all like I said, you gotta know where you at, man.
Know your law. Like there's certain places you can't wear your pants with your ass out. Like you can't have your ass crack shown. You know how everybody wear their pants hanging and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like it's Virginia or something like that.
In New York, the women don't gotta wear bras. They can wear no shirts and no bras outside.
Mm-hmm. The laws is different in different places. So know your laws.
Know the rules when you travel. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why do black people even want to go to these places? Because they're luxurious.
Because they're the richest places in the world, and black people
you
love
have
rich.
money. When you have money, you want to experience life. Like I always tell people, like, you know, like try whatever your pleasures are, go after it. I'm still trying to go to Dubai and stay in the underwater suite where I can see sharks swimming out my bedroom window. It's like $25,000 a night. When I get that money, I will definitely be there. So it's just the luxury of,
you know, the minute I see you cash into one of the places, I'm asking you for a cash out.
Can't go over there being
I long to leave my country. I did want to go to Amsterdam, but then you told me the weed was trash there, so I'm good on that.
Let me tell you,
I've never longed to leave my country, and I hate it here.
if you don't travel, you're going to be scared to travel, and you're going to not find a reason to. But if you travel all the time, you're going to understand.
It's a different kind of free.
No, your whole, what do they call it? Your whole cerebral will be different. Like the way you think about life and everything will be different because you've traveled, because you've seen different things, and you understand things in a different way from a different perspective. It gives you a whole different optimism on life when you travel.
But I watch TV.
All right, you think you get it from watching TV?
But
That's
like,
not. It's not the same. I'm trying to tell you.
They actually, Tobacco J Money, they did a study on people who travel with their kids and people who keep their kids in the same city and don't take them nowhere. And the kids who travel more were a little bit more like adaptable to their environment. They were smarter in so many words. They were just better off.
Yeah, because the kids that's usually probably traveling around the world with their parents, they probably in a lot of adult situations, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the fact of
I'm just saying.
It's like when I went to college. When I went to college in West Virginia, right? I didn't even know at that time, like JC didn't know what DC meant. I didn't know West Virginia was a separate state from Virginia. So I got there, and I'm from the projects. Anybody that knows me knows I'm from the projects. So I got there with the project mentality, and I didn't even know, like living out there and meeting people that act like me from different cities that go hard too. You know, from LA, I guess it was gang members at my school, like bitches from Chicago, Boston that went hard, like that pop off. Like it's a different experience. You meet people. It's just a whole different experience.
Like, I traveled the world, and I think that my life would be still the same without those experiences of traveling. As a matter of fact, I think that those experiences in traveling have heightened me to not want to travel. I don't like it.
I think if you travel more, it would expand. It will get you out of that victim mentality.
It's actually
that really sucks for you. And I don't know if you haven't traveled with your kids, but I travel with my kids, and I feel like
I have, and I don't like that either.
Well, I don't know what your experience is.
Well, you don't like it either. We just had a conversation about this. You don't like it either, traveling with your kids.
No, I didn't say that. I love traveling with my kids. I don't like the dumb shit they do. But that comes from. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I don't like the dumb shit they do because that shit comes from their fucking mother. That shit comes from their mother. When they stay here with their mother, they do dumb shit. And when we travel and they try to do that same dumb shit they do here, the shit doesn't work. That's what I don't like. So when I had my kids and I traveled with them every summer, and we went to Six Flags, New Jersey. That shit was great. But when I realized that they started doing behaviors that they learned from their mother from staying in the same place, since we didn't travel for 3 years during COVID, that's where that shit came from. That's the shit I don't like.
See, all this stuff that don't like. I don't go through all that. See, I like everything about my kids. We out, we good to go places, we do things together, and it's never too stressful because we're in the controlled environments. It's good, it's great, and me and our kids have great talking conversations and relationships because of it. I don't have to worry about no fears. I don't have to worry about none of these big old stupid bugs, those diseases over there, none of that stuff.
See, it's different for me though. I always travel with my mom. I always travel with my parents. I always went places with them. Even when we last went on the trip, I had more fun with my parents than I did with my kids because my kids have not traveled in 3-4 years. So they didn't understand what to do. I want to stay in a hotel. Like we didn't leave to stay in a hotel the whole time.
Yeah, right. It's like I forgot that type. It's like a closet mentality. Yes. If you don't explore the world,
y'all just like it's just there are people that are just fun, outgoing people, and there are people that like to stay to themselves.
It's not about fun and outgoing. You can be an introvert. You can travel as an introvert. You don't have to interact. You could just go, but it's to each his own.
Gotta be both, though.
When you don't travel though, you kind of are putting a cap on life. You're kind of putting a cap on, you're not really exploring what there could be. And every place isn't riddled with diseases and all of this other stuff.
Some people would say people that travel are not happy with their life. So they're traveling to find happiness.
Let me tell you, maybe so.
It depends on if you're traveling.
We can argue this. I'm just saying.
It depends on if you're traveling to find love or if you want to see beautiful places.
I like where I'm at.
If you wanted to see, like for me, I want to go to Thailand. I want to get the elephant to smack me on my butt. Like,
you a freak.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to experience different things that. Yeah, we have a lot of things here in the U.S., but probably because like you, J Money, as a kid, I moved around a lot. so I'm more adaptable to wanting to travel.
So the thing is, as a kid, I moved around a lot with my parents. My parents, we did a lot of traveling. I think that's why I hate traveling now. I hate packing. I hate unpacking. I hate moving. I hate this. I hate it.
I don't even pack. I go out of town and I get all my shit when I go out of town. Like that's what I go out of town for. Sometimes I travel just so I can get the shit that they don't have here.
So yeah, that's like even more. That's even more too much. I'll order it. I'll order it. I
go with an empty bag. I'm saying this because
DMB extreme.
Listen, I'll go with an empty bag to Vegas. Because what you don't understand is Vegas is the devil. Right? So when you go to Vegas,
homie the clown.
Only time I travel is when I'm like doing shows and shit like that. But I don't travel for fun because I don't find that stuff fun.
Yeah, when we went to New Jersey, man, that shit was lit. I'm saying, like, nah, you gotta travel, get out, you know. And I'm saying, like, Boss Biz about to go international. So
yeah. Have you heard? Like they said that what they said was good for black people. I want to say Finland,
Germany.
No, Iceland. Iceland. They say Iceland love black people in Iceland. They love black people.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I watch a lot of reality TV. Y'all gotta get hip on this stuff. This way
I know people that's actually been there.
Iceland green is that?
They want to stay.
No, I mean they went for the hot springs, I guess.
Yeah, Greenland is where the ice is.
I took my man. We drove from DC to Cali, and I knew that they never went anywhere before, right? Because when we got to Cali, these niggas said, "Damn, bruh, this shit look just like Grand Theft Auto," and I'm looking at them like, "What the fuck?" Like this is really what y'all. This is like y'all perspective on the world is from the games, and you know what I'm saying, the shit you play. Like you really haven't been out here before, but they looked at this shit like, "Bruh, this shit look like Grand Theft Auto, bruh."
That's tight though. That's an experience.
That's an experience.
Have they been back?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Probably not. I hate traveling though. I hate packing. I hate doing anything. I hate doing that shit.
I love getting the fuck.
I get the fuck.
Yeah.
And I hate it. I hate driving. I hate doing it. It's too much. It's the risk reward. The risk reward is not worth it to me.
You think so?
Yeah, the risk reward is not worth it to me.
We had a fun road trip.
I'm sad you.
Yeah. Until we did it. Until we was about to beat the shit out of the man and leave him in Mississippi. like we thought we was gonna have to leave him out in the Mississippi spot.
Hey, bro, I was gonna leave him.
Stay home.
I was gonna leave him.
No, you were definitely gonna leave. And look, New York was crazy. I mean, damn. That's just in America. That's just in America.
That was crazy though.
And I ain't gonna lie, when I went to Jamaica, I swear, I there was at least 3 times I thought I was gonna die due to somebody's negligence. So come on, hell no, they ain't go back Grove Street wild. Nah, they did. I can imagine. I ain't gonna lie, certain places when I go, I'll be like, damn, these just look amazing. I do travel a lot though, but I hate traveling. You know what I'm saying? I hate traveling. I hate it. I hate the getting in the lines at the when you get on the cruises. I hate getting on the lines at the airport. I hate having to be there 2 hours before your flight leaves. That's stupid. I hate it. I hate being around a bunch of people all in lines. I hate it.
I've never been on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I was supposed to go before COVID.
I hate it. I hated it.
I hated it. I heard the cruise is nice with everything included. Like that sounds. Like
I went on a Royal Oasis. I went on the Caribbean Royal Oasis, and I hated it. It had everything from zip lines, pools, basketball courts, boogie boarding, plays, 3 theaters. Walking around the place, and I told someone asked me on day 3, how do you feel? I said, it's kind of giving me a jail vibe. They said, why? I said, I want to see something else. I'm on this boat.
You said the cruise gave you jail vibes?
Yeah, gave me a jail vibe. Walking past to the same people every day, all day, the same places, the same buildings, the same venues, and you trapped on it. You can't get off. You can't go walk around. You're walking around the same boat. And what about smoking? You're right about that, because that's even risky. However, I did manage to get that done, but that still feel like you breaking the law and doing some type of criminal shit that as soon as they catch you, you could risk all the money you spent and your fucking freedom for doing something that you enjoy doing while doing something that you enjoy doing. I mean, is that worth it?
You gotta get a balcony room, first of all.
Yeah, but is that worth it to have to try to smuggle, to become a smuggler just to have a good time or something?
I mean, Like you said, some people just don't want to go nowhere. They don't want to see anything, so they want to do same old shit every day.
What I've learned is safety. It's better to stay safe than to be filling out what you want
Are
to
you
do.
that much of a drug addict that you can't go a day or 2 or 3 without smoking?
Who you talking to? Me?
Are you a drug addict to the point that you can't go a day or 2
I don't
or
do drugs
3
though.
without smoking?
I don't do drugs though, but I smoke weed.
Drugs is smoking weed. That's a drug.
So wait a minute. Time out.
You're that much of a drug addict that you can't go a day without smoking?
Interesting
Or
choice.
2?
Interesting choice of question. But if I have to answer, then I'm gonna say yes. I am that much of one.
Okay.
Would you tell a diabetic to not take his insulin for 2 days?
Damn, you gonna bring that up?
I am. Would you tell a diabetic to not take his insulin for 2 days?
That's 2 different situations.
It's not 2 different situations.
Diabetics can die without taking their insulin. You're not going to die without.
How do you know? How do you know? People's medical conditions? You don't know people's medical conditions. For all you know, I can have. For all you know, I can have a medical condition that if I don't eat, I won't survive, and I won't eat unless I smoke. I can have to boost my appetite. I may have insomnia and can't sleep if I'm an insomniac, and I can go days being up on that boat and actually walk off of it because I ain't had my health to get me to sleep. So no, you can't do that. It's not a drug; it's a medication. And in the Bible, it says I can have anything from the trees and the plants and all the God's gifts except one. And it wasn't marijuana on there.
Listen, to each his own. I ain't trying to convince you to travel, bro. Stay right in the United States.
I'm trying to convince you to travel.
Don't
I've traveled on my days.
When you make situations fun, it becomes easier. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you put yourself in a situation, just make it fun. I swear, if you make it fun, it goes by faster. The time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good time. Because even though we did have a wild trip, nigga, that shit's funny as hell. All the shit that happened on that trip was funny as hell, bro.
So, you was talking about this Six?
Man, this dude funny. I'd have had to kill this dude. I'd have had to find him. But he is doing a great job of promoting the movie. Have you all seen the movie? Has anyone seen the movie?
I haven't.
No.
Ain't that a way to bring it in? All right, go ahead and play the clip.
So we're assuming that, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Assuming that you did, huh? Did you see the movie? Did you see it?
For research purposes, I had to watch the movie.
We had to put you on Front Street. Did you see it?
For research purposes, I did have to watch the movie.
For research purposes, go crazy.
Yeah, it was being promoted. It was being promoted a lot. And who am I? Who am I to not see it?
Research, huh?
Well, of course, I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
The researcher purposes.
Let's listen to what Jason Love had to say. I would have had to punch this man in his mouth.
Adam 22 going back in after this. Right. That's exactly how it would be. Oh, Adam 22 watching this happen. Yo, she's rolling her eyes. Like, that's possessed. That's, you know how good it is right this moment right here? For the eyes to roll behind the head, you're putting it down.
Would you ever Lena with Adam at the same time?
Yeah. That's my job, to make money, right? Mm-hmm. And if I don't make money, I'm going to take a job that's going to pay me well.
Shit, he Caribbean. You know he got a big
dick. Do you think that her better than Adam did?
Well, obviously, yes. But I'm pretty sure it probably felt different with Adam for her because love is involved emotions. But as for the physical aspect of getting, obviously.
So let's say that you and Adam were to have a threesome with Lena.
Mm-hmm.
You still think that you would fuck her better with her husband trying to fuck her as well?
100%. It would be like I don't know, it would be like a bout. And obviously, I'm the stronger fighter, so I'm going to win.
Whose idea was it to end an agreement?
Sheesh.
Okay, so I guess it had been stretched out in a while. So I was doing all the stretching. It's like my starting to get numb. And I was like, yo, we have to keep going. It was going so long that it was nothing I could do. It was like the numbness I didn't notice. And I'm like, yo, it's about, and then hey, it happened. Adam 22 going back in after this. Bruh. That's exactly how it would be.
I understand.
Mm.
Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I said, for research purposes, I did watch the movie, and I kind of was a little offended for Adam 22, the way that girl was kind of enjoying it. She looked like she was enjoying it a little bit, but that is acting. That is acting. But Jason Love is petty for this little promo tour. Now, he ain't got to promote it like that. He ain't got to promote it like that. He ain't got to disrespect that man.
Look, he said, I'm not. I didn't quit smoking, y'all.
Yeah, she did. Yes, she did. Look.
I
Yeah,
can go a day without smoking, though.
Oh, I would say.
I can go a couple of days without smoking. As long as I got alcohol, I'm good.
Oh, see?
That's worse.
Spicy.
I mean, it's one or the other.
Yin and
Sober
yang.
me, I mean, it's cool too, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something crazy.
With the alcohol and the weed, so it's either
Look, I got two friends,
weed,
right?
or
I got two friends. They don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't do nothing. Right? They don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't do nothing. But when they get around us and we smoking and drinking, bro, you would think they had too. And they don't smoke. Or you would think they drunk too and they don't drink. So they pick up on the vibe. They're like, oh, I'm so lit. I'd be like, bro, you wasn't even drinking. He's like, I'm lit though, bro. And it'd be cool. So some people could just pick up on the vibe. He says, I get high off the energy of the earth. And that's just the most amazing shit to me.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this Jason Love. So is he hung, Six?
Well, I don't know.
It sounds like he's Caribbean, so I'm just assuming.
See, I don't know. I had my hoochie daddy shorts on and I was getting a lot of cat calls.
Was he like this?
Well, I don't know if it was like that, but
I mean,
it's a porn star. He's a porn star. I think that's like a criteria for porn stars.
but you're a man. You could tell if he was stretching her out or like was he hung? Is my question.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Go watch it.
Yeah, like why are you asking us this? Are you asking another man this? Like what just happened?
I'm asking another man, is he hung? I mean, it's an honest question. You don't have to be gay. You're watching a porno.
No,
you're watching a penis go inside of a vagina. You could tell me if he had girth.
You gotta be.
Was it thick? Was it long? Was it skinny? Was it short? Like,
well,
help me out here.
I'm sorry, that's not what men look at when we're looking at porn.
So I'm gonna put it like this.
There's no way to not look at it.
Well, that's true. There was no way to not see it.
Okay.
There was no way to not see
but
it.
what I'm saying is, her description is not our perspective.
There was the focal point of it. Like, I mean, like you're asking, like I supposed to be like, yeah, the man had a pretty big dick.
Like, yeah, that's wild.
What the fuck am I supposed to say? Like, shit, bigger than Adam 22, I would assume.
I'm just saying, like,
I don't know who you've seen. I mean, I would have to know who you compare them to. Like, I don't know. You have to go and see that because I can say yes. You see average. I can say yes, and then you see it as like that little thing. Sis don't know what he's talking about. Then that put me on display.
Look, I had my hoochie daddy shorts on this weekend, and I got a lot of cat calls. So,
excuse me,
my hoochie daddy shorts. They was like, "What that dick do, J Money?" I was like, "Damn, who the fuck?" Girls was yelling across the street. You know what I'm saying? Once you put on the hoochie, it's all right.
Man, you know what, bro? I know we got like 20 minutes left, but I'm about to end this shit abruptly.
No. Wait. Before we go,
I got the fucking get.
Before we go, I just have one more question. And this is for all the guys, okay?
Oh my God.
I heard what you said, Shaq. I mean, welcome to the session, okay? Welcome to the session.
Yeah, thank you, son. I got a 70-inch TV, exactly. But I watched it. I watched it via cell phone.
Does body count? Does it matter?
Listen, 100% it does.
Why?
At what age?
Oh, that's a good question.
You a freak, J Money.
But I think yeah, it does matter.
30. Let's just do a average age of 30. Does body count matter at 30?
Yes.
How many is too many? That's the question. 6?
Y'all the guys.
6 is too many. 5, definitely. 5 is getting there.
And wait, and then also,
how many is too many cocks before you?
No, so like that's what I'm saying.
Too many cocks before
no,
you?
like listen, because we also want somebody to have experience, right? So that's what I'm saying. Is it different for the girls and is it different for the guys? Because I don't think a girl wants to do nothing with a guy who doesn't have experience, and I don't think a guy wants to do something with a girl who doesn't have the right experience. So
well, see, like the thing about it is,
I just be understanding that it's happened before you. You know what I'm saying? Just be understanding to that. I don't think you really need to get into, well, how many have you done this before? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. One time this girl fucked the shit out of me, and I was just like, what have you been through? It kind of made me a little worried. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you do that to me? Like, what is happening right now? But you know what I'm saying? I didn't mind the experience. It was a great experience.
Like, would you want a chick that had 30 niggas that's been in the same neighborhood?
You see what I'm saying?
40 niggas from around the same city?
I'm asking y'all.
Like, would you want a girl that's been having sex with a different dude every 2 years? Every 3 years?
When it's more than your age. Ooh, that's.
I mean, like, that's still too much. Listen, when it's more than
I like you, Shaq. It doesn't matter as long as I'm included. Okay, no judgments on.
Yeah, but that means, but you know what that means, though? You hear what the word included means. The word included means that you guys are not long. There's no longevity in that relationship.
Exactly. That is what that means, and that's what I was saying. Because once you get to a certain age,
when the word he said, it doesn't matter as long as I'm included means that he just wants to be one of the numbers.
Yeah, he could be the last number.
No. He just wants to be one of the numbers. He's not going to be the.
Like him could be the last number. As long as why does it matter?
Because like that, it's not going to make you the last number.
Why does body count matter?
Because two things it matters. Once you have a certain amount of body count, you realize that this person is not going to be serious in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? They're in it for the fun. That's what I'm saying. And then you realize, okay, if they're at a certain age and they have a less of a body count, oh, they're serious about something. Oh yeah, you talking about their sex resume? Hold on, where'd that comment go? But no, like that really is what it is. You could tell how serious somebody is. Yeah, according to that's like their resume. You know what I'm saying? And if at a certain age they have too many bodies on their resume, that shows you that they're not serious about a relationship. But if they, you know what I'm saying, it shows what it is. That's what I really think it is. It shows what it is. But at the end of the day, who's counting?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Lolo Jones. She's 40 years old. She's a virgin, and she said being a virgin has killed her love life. She was waiting for Mr. Perfect, and now she's turning to IVF to be a mom.
Okay. It has nothing to do with being a virgin. She's the problem.
Okay. So back to what was the question again?
Does body count matter?
Does body count matter, right?
Yaddy.
So what, Six, you're already off the market, but hypothetically, if you were in your younger age, and you met a girl and her body count was 150.
Too much. She done.
Oh.
I'm not even going. I probably wouldn't even fuck with her.
What about?
I wouldn't even have sex with her. I wouldn't even be with her. I would not.
Right, but why is that too much?
Is she a sex worker?
And she's like age. Let's say she's age 27, 30.
Yeah, because you heard like it's a such thing as knowing too much or like being too active. You see what I'm saying? It's like what?
So should a woman not tell you her body count if it's higher than?
It's really best for you to not know, but the reality of it is this: you will get the idea of what a woman's count is, how the woman moves.
Right, you'll know.
Think so?
A woman moves based on her count.
You'll know.
You think so?
A chick that acts like, oh, I can get him, I got him, I can get him, I can have him, I don't need, I can, you know.
Track star.
They know what's happening. That's how women with high body counts act, though. They act like it ain't, you can't impress them. There's nothing you can do. It's like, okay, and like what? Nah.
Really?
You want a girl that knows that you're that's looking for you. She said she spent all this time looking for the perfect man, and that to me is a red flag to me. You spent, let's say, 20 years looking for the perfect man. No, you haven't. She's been focused on her career.
I don't think body count matters, and the reason I say that is because I feel like it should be equal on both sides. Like if a man is exclusive, I feel like a man should sleep with a woman that has more bodies than him, and vice versa. But
a man and a woman are on two different playing fields when it comes to that. We all understand that.
Why are we on two different playing fields? And let me take this down because I'm about to rip your asshole open.
Well, because a man is looking for a wife to create a family and generate his next seeds and all that shit. At the end of the day,
So
a woman is not waking up.
And
That's not how a woman is wired.
with men not going to the doctors as often, why is it
What?
okay for men to be out here slanging dick, raw dick,
Because men
any
don't
and
go to the
everywhere, to how many women he
Because
wants to see his to?
it's
But
a
when
woman.
it comes to the woman, oh, if you slept with more than 5 people, I can't go in there.
Let me
Meanwhile,
tell you.
you got the crestivities and fluids of 110 bitches.
Let me tell you, because it's the woman's job. It's the woman's job to make the man stop wanting to search for women.
Right. So she's going to be the 100th and 11th
No,
one.
until
You need to be her first one. Like, how does that make sense?
because it's the man's job to search for the woman.
Exactly. I get that part, right? So it's the
Okay.
man's job to search for the woman, and he doesn't have to have sex to do that.
So the
Like,
thing about it, so what you're
we're
saying
talking
is,
about spiritual people, then both people need to wait till marriage. So why is it that a man's body count could be whatever, but the woman has to have a low body count when women go to the doctor more often than nasty ass men do?
because a man is looking to create a family and find someone he can be with forever.
I mean, I don't know. You keep saying this doctor. Yeah, I don't know this doctor thing you keep saying. Like, I don't.
Men don't go to the doctors.
I don't know
as much
that. I can't speak on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
That. Doctor.
You know,
Men are looking for a wife to start a family.
It has nothing to do with where he's sticking his dick at.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry, sticking his penis.
so think about it like this: if a woman has a high body count, that means that she has failed to get 150 men to commit to her. What's wrong with that?
Necessarily, some women are sex addicts.
Well,
is she a sex
that's a bigger problem. No man can commit to her. No man can commit to her and say, "I'm gonna be with her," and I can.
Maybe she was trying.
Are you talking about?
She was just trying.
Either way,
every time
it's done. It's done. Either way, she's done. Either way, she's done. Either way, if she's training, if she can't stop having sex because she got a problem, if she can't fucking figure it out with a man, she's a problem. If you have to keep doing that every time and different people and not getting results. However, a man's job is he has to find that woman that makes, until a man finds that woman that makes him say, "Oh, I'm done."
So he has to sleep with every woman until he figures out which one is going to make him stop. So what happens to no sex before marriage? That goes on both ends.
But whose job is it? But who let him sleep with him? The woman. The woman let that happen. She made herself easy and accessible.
I mean, some men take it, but we're not talking about.
No, you talking about a rapist.
Like that's something else.
Talking about a rapist, and he has time.
We ain't talking about that, but no, ideally, even still,
how do you listen? Like, you know, more men
need to have the same body count.
More men are probably testing their girl. If let's say, like, more men are probably testing the girl if she lets them have sex with them on the first day. Oh, she a hoe. I'm about to move on. If she makes me wait a while, I may get more intrigued. Mm-hmm. If she makes me hold out to merge, then damn, there's one. But then what if you find out she made you hold out to merge, but yeah, she was fucking 3 other people while you were waiting?
That's like,
you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a problem. There's a disconnect with the reality. But if you find out that she made you wait and all the other guys didn't get in the picture because they refused to wait, they rather go cheat, but yet you waited and she waited. Now y'all got something real special that can last you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years.
But if you're meeting at age 30.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, if you're meeting at age 30.
If you're meeting at age 30, why does her body count matter? She's had a good 12 years of fucking.
Because she's more gone. No, because she's
24.
more gone at that point. Because she's more gone at that point.
What do you mean more gone at that point?
So like, it's like this seeing everything. You can't run game on. Can't choke. You also, like, you can't teach them. You can't show them nothing new. You can't introduce them to nothing new. You can't imprint your own ideas like on her. And a man, and that's the point.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because a woman who's had, we're using the number 100. We're using the number 150.
Not every cock is the same. You can have 150 cocks, and they'll all be different.
It's not about that though. It's about the emotional
emotions. They're different experiences. Mm-hmm. Just like every coochie
And you're
I don't
saying after
know because I don't
150,
get enough
No,
of it.
no man,
Every coochie is different.
no man is
What
going
you
to do
think,
the
J
comparison.
Money? Because I'm sure you know.
no, I'm saying after 150. We talking about 150, right?
I'm just saying.
That's the number I use. That's the number that was thrown out there.
I just throw that number out there so we don't have to go that high because
That's
that's
like
like,
what I'm saying is,
that's like
though,
prostitute numbers. Let's go down to
She is definitely
about
a sex worker.
65.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's
Like,
a lot.
More than fingers.
Damn. Damn. That's two a year for you. That's 2 different people a year. If you have 30.
Out there, so J Money, do you think 60 at 30, 65 people at 30 is too high?
Maybe, I don't know, because I haven't been outside that much.
And would it matter to you if a woman said, like if you guys were talking and she was just like, yeah, you know, you're my 66. I think I want you to be my last.
Yeah, she done. It's crazy because you might be her last. And it's crazy because
it's so wrong. Like, why
can't you can say to her, you can say to her,
Because like some shit like that might happen to me.
You might be her last.
I had
You
a
might be her
police
last.
statement written on my
That
shit.
might be
So
her.
I might be her last. You know what I'm saying? I might be 69, and she was like, "Damn, like I found it. Well, here we go." So
Yeah, but she won't be your last though.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like she may be done.
What do you mean?
Listen, no man is going to commit to a high body count female. No man is going to commit to a high body count female.
If he knows.
Especially if he knows, because there's one thing that she can't say ever if he knows that she got a high body count. No. Not today. I'm not in the mood.
Juju.
Y'all killing me.
Pound Town.
Yeah, bro, like that's crazy. And you can't get nobody can really, you can't really wife nothing like that. 3, 4, 5, a handful is already a lot. But when you're talking about like this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
a person carries energies.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta understand that men and women transfer.
Okay, this is why
You ever been with a dude?
Why I hate being the only female on the panel, because it's like it's
Tell
not
them to come
fair. Like, how come men could sleep with 1,000 women and then a woman could only have 5 energies? Like, that's not fair. Like,
So let me ask you a question.
match thousands.
You ever been with a dude so many times? You ever been with a dude so much that people start telling you, "Dang, you acting like him"?
No.
What's the longest you've been with a guy? What's the longest you've been in a relationship?
Like 3 years.
So I'm sure in that time frame, in the 3-year relationship, there was a time where
I'm one of those. I'm not going to stick around if I'm not happy, and I'm not going to stick around.
But in the 3-year relationship, people who have made to where y'all done similarities.
My energies. They pick up on my energies. It's not the other way around.
And see, that's why it don't work, because if they're picking up on your energy, that's female. That's a female trait.
I mean, they're picking up on my energies because I'm a little bit dominant.
Yeah, but they're becoming. So
sometimes it's like, and when I say pick up on my traits, I mean like not characteristics, but more so like how serious I am about certain things, like responsibilities or stuff like that. Some guys might have been a little bit more relaxed when they started dating me or messing with me, and then by the end they're like more, like, oh no, it got to be this way, or standing up for themselves. Like, especially when we go to restaurants and the food is fucked up. Like, niggas pick up on that shit. They know how to, oh no, take this back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it. To speak up for themselves at the restaurants as opposed to, fuck it, I'll eat something else. That's what I mean picking up.
Let me address.
Yeah, that's a female trait too.
Because I do believe that, look, sex is a sacred energy exchange, right? SEX. It's a sacred energy exchange. And you shouldn't be just exchanging that energy with everybody.
Exchange starts with the E.
Okay. But all right. Exchange. You understand what I'm saying? Don't fuck it up right now. I'm gonna try.
Thank you. Those both ways in reality. Thank you. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Well, unfortunately, that's a user-friendly comment because it doesn't go both ways, and we know that to be true. Because, like I said, a man can have 1,000 women, but when he put that ring on that woman's finger and she says yes, he can make that decision to yes or no it and still be moving along, and she'll just be sad and hurt, but the decision is ultimately hers. And there's a saying that if a woman cheats on a man, he will never take her back. If a man cheats on a woman, chances are she'll take him back. So, like I said, it doesn't go both ways in reality. The reality of it is men and women are different, and we're on different playing fields.
Well, let's listen to this, what she's at, because I think she agrees with me. I'm just sad that you guys
women on this show, these women be getting ate up on this show.
Stupid. I think that a body count should not really matter because you probably already hit it. So whatever was there, you got it already. And she could probably be a decent woman now. Who you met may not be the same woman who was counting those bodies. So if you want to let a chick go that you got the good version of, then I mean, by all means, hats off to you.
That ugly money.
People fuck. That's what they do.
In real life.
So you can either be honest or you can lie or you can do whatever you want to do, but people fuck. You got bodies.
That ugly money.
Well, why you worried about my future if I can't worry about your past? You want me to be a millionaire. You want me to have all my shit together. You want me to have real estate. You want me to have good credit and shit. But you've been a host since 14. What the hell? Why would I want to wipe up your little hot ass? You've been a neighborhood host since you were 14 years old and want me to have all the money in the world. Right. That don't make no sense. So I cannot have so you can't have standards of your past, but I'm supposed to have standards of my future because I know your beautiful ass ain't dating no broke nigga. So I'm trying to understand how that works. How is a man stupid because he don't want a woman to be a hoe? Oh, excuse me. God damn it. I just want to wipe up a porn star that's been slutted out by 50,000 niggas. Am I wrong for wanting something a little exclusive? Am I wrong for wanting something that everybody ain't had? Am I wrong for wanting something that everybody can't get? Yeah. You giving that cat away like hotcakes and you expect me to pay top dollar and take care of your ass? I say no. Go back to the apartments with that hot cat. Turn your balls up a little bit.
The way he look, he shouldn't have any expectation.
Yeah, but he right though. He's not just speaking for himself. He's speaking for all men.
I mean, him in particular. I mean, I don't.
If you want a man to treat you like treasure,
be treasure.
This is what makes treasure valuable. Only the pirate that put it there knows what it's about.
I mean, exactly. That's why I feel like this whole thing, like, does body count even matter? Is
no, it doesn't matter to a female.
It doesn't even matter because really, who's asking about body count? I've yet to meet a man that asks me, ever since I've been an adult, how many guys you slept with?
They don't want to know.
They're not gonna ask. No guy asks that. No guy asks that.
They don't know.
They don't
want to know.
No guy asks that. No,
right,
they do
want to know. Like,
they just don't care.
They don't want to know.
They don't care. They have a high assumption already in today's world. In today's world, it's already high.
Ask me. Nobody wants to fucking ask you that shit. Nobody doesn't want to hear that shit. The fuck?
No, they never ask. Like, and I don't ask either. It's like, what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah, don't.
But see, that's the thing. Like, but you also understand. That's why they're not long relationships. Because when you're not interested in building and growing with them, body count doesn't matter. It's just whatever happens.
I mean, even any relationship I've been in, nobody's ever, like, since I've been older than probably 16 or 17, no guys really, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're talking to people, when you're a teenager, when you're young, it's important. Well, how many people have you slept with? How many people have you slept with? But once you start to get older, it's not like, it's not really a conversation. You talk about past relationships and you count from there.
I think I got married at 24, but it was definitely one of my questions before I got married.
Really?
100%.
Why?
Because it made a big difference. You got to understand that when you're talking about people that come from a neighborhood or a city, your body count matters more.
Of course it matters. What I'm saying is, like, I don't think there's, me personally, I don't know. But J Money, how many times do you ask a girl her body count?
I've never asked.
But he's not married. He did. And how many girls have you put a ring on, asked to marry you?
None.
They just another number on the boat.
So out there in the comments, because I just think Six is delusional. I don't even, so you mean like, 60-year-old people that's getting married is like, oh, well, how many people did you?
Nah, because they're 60-year-olds are looking for someone to spend the rest of their days with. and they're assuming that
People
whoever
in
you
their
were already is
30s,
single.
you were in your 20s. That's what I'm saying. People 30 and up, it's no point in even asking. Because if you slept with one person a year, 10 is too much. 10 people is too much. So once you're 30, it's like why even ask?
It's all about the commitment level. I think it's about the commitment level that's going to be moved forward, right? Of course, in the beginning, I don't need to know. If we just meeting each other and we just about to do whatever, I don't.
What does that do for you? Like, what does that tell you? Because she could lie. That's why I'm saying after age 30, it's really pointless. Women can lie. You're sitting there, well, I just want to know if she's going to be the right one. She can sit there and tell you 3. I had 3 serious relationships.
I think that if a dude asks about body count, they're usually asking about specific people that they know, have heard about. That's already the big.
Well, okay. See,
that's they're trying to make sure that it's not like
international. So that's probably why I don't get that question.
Yeah. But see, like I said, the minute that someone you're at that threshold, though. That's someone.
You, J-Money.
I ain't say shit.
I see what you're saying with your face. You ain't gotta say it out loud. But oh my gosh, y'all, I had so much fun with you guys tonight. Drop down in the comments. Drop your body counts down in the comments.
Drop your body count.
Make sure you
drop
like
your body count.
I'm trying to tell you, if your shit more than 10, you're not gonna be in nothing healthy.
If your body count more than our subscribers, it's a problem. Drop your body count.
Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if y'all was definitely feeling the flow. Don't forget to share the live as well. We will be back next Monday with some more tea and fun. Don't forget, we share the link so y'all can join the live. So either if y'all down with the conversation, y'all agree or disagree, bring your ass up here. Bring your ass up here and get this work.
My man is said 25. It's time to go.
Yes, it's definitely time to go.
His body's different though. You know his body's
Did
different.
you guys have any shout outs, any messages? Oh yeah, don't forget to follow everything Boss Biz, JmoneyGibbs, and Rolling with Sixxcess or I Am Sixxcess. Make sure you follow us. I think all of us have a YouTube, all of us have Instagram, all of us have Facebook. So just to stay up with what we're doing, you know.
Yeah, man. I got new single dropping, so y'all stay tuned for that too, man. We out.
You got a single dropping?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, so you better send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you.
You know how y'all be.
Yeah, look, hey, I'm gonna send it to you, but don't nobody else have to send it to me.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
To the session.
And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know.
Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs.
It's the one and only.